Hi guys, I thought I'd better do a little video on my camera tripods because I've bought a few in the charity shops recently, and as you can see I've got quite a few. I'll also cover some of the cameras that I use as well. So, tripods, 7dayshop.com, that one came from. So I actually bought that online. It's quite a heavy duty one. In fact, I don't use it very often. This one, did I have it? Yeah, Miranda Titan 606. That's a fairly recent charity shop buy from Blue Cross for £9.95. Another Miranda. Does it have a name on it? Miranda TP355. Camera doesn't want to focus on it for some reason. Yep. That was £5 in a charity shop. Cobra Eclipse. That used to have the label on it because that came from a charity shop. Seems to have disappeared. Vivanco VS3SBL, whatever that might be. This is the one I'm just about to chop up to make it smaller. Bought that on eBay a while ago. Oh, 2011 it says there. A Victory lightweight tripod. This is the most recent purchase. Come on, there we go. Dorothy House charity shop, £5.50. And these are some odd ones I've got. I think this one originally had a telescope on it, but it's a handy small one. This one definitely had a telescope on it originally, and the top end of that is off one of these cheap Poundland tripods. This is my dear old tripod, Vivitar. Used to be my father's. It's got about 6 or 7 extensions on the legs, but they're very thin, a bit flexible, and also the little springs in them that hold them in place have fallen apart. So, apart. I think my voice went then. I've got a bit of a cold, I'm afraid. So I want to retire that one. A whole load of cheap Poundland tripods that I mainly buy to get the brackets off the top, because they're very handy to put on the other tripods. That one's a black one. Don't know where that came from. Might even have bought that one on eBay. That's just a handy one. It's got a ball joint in there. Don't use it very often nowadays. And that's one that clips on the sucker onto the window. That's one of those useless ones that when you put a reasonable sized camera on it, it just goes, tips over. So pretty useless that. I might just save the bolt out the top of it. This one is equally useless. It's supposed to be one of those Gorilla Grip ones, but it's a Chinese imitation. It's alright if you get it really tight on something, but other than that, it's not much good, and the actual clamp on top is pretty useless. Then we've got a couple of Monopods. 7dayshop.com again. That one has 3 extensions on it, quite handy for walking along and then balancing yourself. Another one, Jessup's Monopod 330, again with several extensions on the bottom, and this one's got a tilt and turn bracket on the top as well. Then we've got a few cheap selfie sticks. This one's got a USB remote on it, which is handy. Use that at Christmas time. That is an IKEA kitchen timer that I put a bracket on the top so we can do 360-degree panoramas. And then we're on to cameras. That's my old Fuji FinePix E900 that I used to use all the time. Hot glue repair. This is my Fuji FinePix S, where are we? S480, I think it says on it somewhere. On the bottom. Yep, S480. Use that most of the time, or at least I used to. The camera I got in my hand is the one I use nearly all the time now, which is a mobile phone, HTC One Mini mobile phone. That's my car. Voice has gone again. That's my car camera. Sits in the car all the time when I'm driving. A little display on it. This is my sports camera, I'm calling it at the moment. It's a Chinese clone of a different type. Is it a 4800 or something like that? Anyway, that's the one I put on the boats. Put it in that waterproof case. A couple of webcams. That one came from Asda. Don't use them very often at all. That's a HP one. HP webcam. HD 2300. A few more mobile phones. That's an HTC Sensation, I think. No, 7210 or something. Can't remember. Use that occasionally. Daughter gave it to me when she'd broken the screen. That's my old mobile phone, HTC WildFire. And then that was my daughter's HTC Tattoo, that one. Use these for time-lapse. This one's my USB microscope. I want to do real close-ups. This one's my USB endoscope that you can push up pipes and things like that, see what's inside. That's my camcorder sunglasses, and there's one thing missing, so I have to go and look for it. Alright, I've changed cameras just so we can see the HTC One Mini that I use for most of my filming now, because it's just so convenient. I can put it in my pocket and walk around with it. And that was the camera that was missing just now. That's my mini camera, the one that I strap on the aeroplanes and the boats and that sort of thing. So that's it. That's my collection of tripods and also my cameras. So I'm using the, what is it? Oh yeah, this is the FujiFilm FinePix S4800. This one has a problem. It creates a high-pitched whine, so I have to edit the video every time and use a low-pass filter to get rid of the whine. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that.